Hi guys, it's Sharina of Cherie La Vie Designs. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're here seeing this video, it's because you are interested in starting to make passive income and doing so by creating digital printables. So let me tell you a little bit about me. My name is Sharina Booker, and I actually have had an Etsy shop since 2016. But in maybe 2018, I got really burnt out. 2018, 2019, I got really burnt out. At the time, I was selling planner stickers, and so it was a pretty successful brand. I was making money, but I hated having to cut stickers all the time and keep stock and all of that. It just became really overwhelming while trying to balance going to school full time for a master's degree, working full time as a teacher, and then trying to run the business. So I stopped it. And then I decided to open up and pivot my shop to selling printables. So printables are digital downloads that you create one time, you post online, and hopefully, if they are something that your customers really like, you can make passive income from them pretty much forever. So printables really solve a lot of issues. Number one, you don't have to have any stock. You don't have to pay for shipping. Your customer can truly access and purchase your printables anytime. And for a lot of us, printables or digital downloads are a lower ticket item that almost become like a no-brainer for your customer to purchase. So you don't have to sell someone on something like a big expensive coaching program. You really only need to sell a product that you could sell for maybe like $5 or more, right? You can definitely sell for a lot more money, but to me, I do find that printables kind of lower the threshold for purchasers. They feel a little bit more comfortable spending money on them because they can print it out, they have access to it forever, and they can make multiple copies of it. So So now I'm going to take you on a little tour of what you can find that is in the Start a Printable Biz shop. I'm sorry, Start a Printable Biz course, where you will be creating an Etsy shop. So this is our welcome page, and one of the bonuses that you have access to when you purchase are 2 months of twice monthly check-ins in order to support your progress. This is group coaching. It will be held as an accountability group. They will be on Zoom and live, and all of your replays will actually be uploaded into your resources tabs. In those monthly coaching sessions, people come in, ask questions. I really go through looking through some best practices and sharing some tips, sharing some trends, all of those things with you. And you'll find access to register right here. The next thing is that this course has 4 modules. So module number 1 is really just the basics. It's getting started. It's your licensing agreements. It's how to, basics of editing things on Canva, because Canva is really how we do all the editing of the printables in this course. And you'll see here that there's a little meet the instructor. Videos are here, a little bit of text as well as what you can expect in any of the videos. And one of your very first things that you can download is a business planner. This is free for personal usage, and it just helps you to organize yourself. In module number 2, this is where I go through how to actually create your printables. And here is where I actually give you access to the templates that are created within this course, and you can actually use these templates for commercial usage. That means that you can You can edit it, add in your own branding, change out the colors, change out the font, and then you can go and sell it. These are the only templates that are available to you for commercial usage. Everything else is all personal usage. And each of these lessons goes into how to design the different types of printables that you see here. These 4 printables were really chosen because they are extremely popular niches on Etsy in terms of selling printables, planner pages, posters in terms of home decor, kids printables, and then bachelorette or party printables. The next module, module 3, is where you're going to start your shop. So this has all the basics that you need to actually start your Etsy shop and get it up and running. It even has an over the shoulder. But the thing that really makes this course unique, because most of the things in terms of starting your Etsy shop, that stuff is very widely available. I do give you some tips and tricks of things that I had to find out on my own before I ever even started my Etsy shop, of things that you just kind of need in place. But that stuff is kind of readily available. What isn't readily available that I found and that I really struggled with in my own brand was how to actually brand my Etsy shop and make it something that represented me and that felt really welcoming to my customers, to make them actually want to come in and shop. So on Etsy, you don't need a banner, but you do need a logo, or you should have a logo, and you should probably also have a picture of yourself. I go through how to make sure that you are standing out with a beautiful banner, a beautiful logo, pictures of yourself. You're sprinkling in a little bit of who you are into your shop, as well as setting up your shop so that you have all of your FAQs and policies in there. So this is stuff that I felt like when I spent a ton of time having to learn about, and I wish that someone had just kind of told me it so that I could just do it, and I didn't have to waste time. So you have to think of your Etsy shop really as like your storefront. Who are you? This also has some really cool aspects of it. I teach you actually how to create a brand board. For your Etsy shop, and I give you examples of the brand boards here. I use brand boards for pretty much everything, including my courses and my shop, because I always want to exert or give a certain feel or a vibe for everything that I do. And you should really try to do that as well. Our last module is where you actually get started selling. There are a lot of templates in here as well. I take you through all the basics of how to get set up for selling, downloading your file, all of those things, how I prep for sale, including having a download sheet. And I go through some optimization for your Etsy listings as well as marketing. Optimization and marketing for Etsy are also things that take a long time to learn. So I wanted to get you set up in the best way possible. There are a lot of resources that you can find online for just, like I said, setting up your Etsy shop. But how do you actually bring customers to you? Or how do you get your first 25 sales or get consistent sales? And so I go through using keywords in here and I also have some listing copy that you can use. And then in the marketing for Etsy lesson, I actually go through just like the basics of some good things to do in terms of making sales, as well as provide you with a checklist to make your first 25 sales or to make consistent sales. And there are checklists and notes and all of that throughout this whole course. In the bonuses, you will actually see that there's the group coaching replays here. There's also a way to request questions before the Zooms. You just click here and you fill in the Google form. There's also our bonus Etsy shop or listing audit requests. So this is actually something that came about from just working with my beta group. I had people want me to look at their shop after they went through the branding and get some feedback, as well as after they listed their first product, just get some feedback on how to use better keywords or if they could make their images better. And I thought, this is so valuable. Nobody had ever done this for me. And I until I found, I think, someone on Instagram who offered to do it at some point, and it really did help my shop a lot, just like implementing some very small things. And so, as a bonus for purchasing this course, you get access to one full Etsy shop listing where I record my tips and feedback via Loom. And you also get 2 shop listing audits where I will look at 2 specific listings on your Etsy shop and give you information about how to optimize them. Again, that will be delivered via Loom. Your last bonus for this is a mini course, how to prep for Black Friday sales. So it is currently September 30th when I am launching this course. So we're in the middle of our very first launch. And the thing that's on everybody's mind is, how do I get ready for these sales that are going to come up? And the way that you do that is you really have to think about planning for your sales, getting your marketing materials, and creating new products. So this mini course takes you through the best practices that I've learned now having my shop through a couple of Black Friday sales. These are the things that I do in order to get ready to kind of optimize my sales. And there are, again, checklists, templates. Again, these are all for personal usage, but you can use them in order to really make sure that you hit Q4 out of the park. So that's the Start a Printable Biz and Make Passive Income course. Thanks so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you on the inside.